She doesn't know. Columbia University student and editor-in-chief of the university's newspaper, Columbia Sundial, Jonas joins me. Good evening, sir. Tell me, where are you and what do you see?
Good evening, Greta. So I'm on the main campus of Columbia University, and I'm right in front of the Gaza Solidarity encampment, which is now in its, I'm almost losing track, I think it's its 8th day now. As you can see behind me, the tents are still up. They said that they've removed some in the negotiations with the university administration. It does seem a little bit less crowded now, but it's still in full swing. They still have a daily schedule of events they're putting on. There's no end in sight, really, and the negotiation deadline has been set at, I believe, 8 a.m. on Friday, so we'll have to see where this goes from there.
Jonas, is it a peaceful demonstration? Because, we have a right to peacefully demonstrate, or are they making it dangerous or threatening to other students and Jewish students in particular?
Well, I think two things can be true at once. On one hand, I think everything we've seen at the encampment has largely been peaceful, and that they haven't really been, using anything violent against any students. Although I will say some of it's not exactly verbally peaceful. I had a friend of mine, basically a mob formed around her as soon as she tried to enter the encampment, and they yelled at her, they called her a Zionist, and they slowly pushed her and shoved her out. It was very, very cool, very, very scary. So I do think that it is peaceful in the literal definition of the word. But if you look at the things going on outside of campus, that's where people are getting spit on. That's where people are really getting harassed and targeted. And that's where we have a lot of NYPD presence, because we don't know who's coming to Columbia to support this encampment. We don't know whether they're intending to do peaceful protest or not. So I think it's both.
And of course, there's some students that are feeling intimidated and thus studying remotely, right? I mean, then they pay $68,000 plus for tuition to be on campus.
That's correct. The cost of attendance at Columbia is over $80,000 a year. That's the sticker price. And Columbia has announced that classes are to remain virtual for the rest of the academic year, which will end on Monday. And final exams are now required to have a remote option, which means many departments are now actually just saying everybody has to do remote exams. So a lot of my friends actually have booked flights home. They're going home. They're missing, the last couple weeks of school life, of class, just because everything's virtual. And there's really so much chaos going on here.
Jonas, thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.